big enough for you to shut up every time I tell you.
Thank you so much.
Oh,
That was on the
shit!
This is so
Damn! Are you allowed to have displays of affection in your culture?
Yeah,
Okay.
And that was a nice rock on an island too. It was a beach dinner.
If a nigga
And she
took
dapped
me-
this nigga. She dapped it. She said, "All right, son, thank you."
Before getting into the details, it's important to restate clearly that none of the views expressed by the podcast hosts are my own, and nothing here should be taken as supporting harassment, shaming, or personal attacks. The following is simply a neutral summary of the latest episode of the In Godfrey We Trust live stream featuring Godfrey, Dante Nero, Evan Evans, Vishnu Vaka, and Akeem Woods, where they discussed a controversy involving comedian Akaash Singh and content from his wife's podcast that has resurfaced online. The discussion began with the host addressing a question submitted by a viewer named Dwayne, who wanted commentary on Akaash Singh's marriage and the revelations that came out through his wife's podcast. The panel framed Akaash as someone who pursued an arranged marriage, partly to avoid the emotional labor of dating and potential rejection. They described him as believing he was entering a traditional relationship with a woman he thought was inexperienced and culturally aligned with his expectations.
The Akash thing is egregious. Also because of the fact that Akash went on air and basically said that this was the first woman that he was with,
They were
and she was a
virgins,
virgin.
he
and
was a
this was a what do you call it? A signed marriage, arranged marriage. And he was under this impression because Akash specifically didn't want to deal with the dating. So he was like, let my parents hook it up. And for this chick to come out the way she came out, what she don't understand is the only thing she's going to look like is trash. Akash is probably ashamed because he feels like he got duped. But the bottom line is, this is the problem. When you have people who are straight up and who are kind and who are honest up front, and you get dogged out by dirtbags, the tendency is for people to go, "Oh, I'm never gonna." You're not the bad person. You're the person is the fucked up person. The person that lied. The chick who said she was a virgin. The chick that said she was trying to get an orgy. That's got a hall pass a mile longer than a CVS fucking receipt. She's the dirtbag. So when all this comes out, she's gonna be the dirtbag.
Yeah.
And Akash is gonna be ashamed because he trusted, because he loved his wife, because he won. And when it all comes out of it, he's still going to be looking.
Yeah, I mean, but we also are assuming that somehow what Akash is saying is all truthful.
What is he saying?
He said she was a virgin.
I don't think a guy is gonna lie about that.
He didn't lie. I know him personally.
Yeah, he was lied to.
Right.
You know.
Yeah,
He was lied to.
Right.
He was
Is
lied
this the
too.
guy that's always on Andrew Schultz's show?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's right
yeah,
there
that's
on
his
that.
side.
Indian,
That's his thing,
Indian
right?
guy.
Yeah.
But he's a stand-up dude?
Yeah, he's stand-up. He's a
Okay.
comedian. He's
Stand-up
been coming for a while.
He's been doing it for a
Yeah,
minute.
but he
Poor
didn't want to
guy.
deal with
I
the
feel bad
It's
rejection.
too bad, right? It's too bad.
He didn't
'cause
want
I
to deal
already
with
know
What does
the
he say about
rejection
us, though?
of pursuing his own date and dating and stuff. So he was like, "Look, I'm gonna just have my parents set me up with a good girl, do the research."
So was that a setup?
And that was the girl that he set up. They set him up with.
They repeatedly noted that they view Akash as a decent person who, in their opinion, may have been misled about the reality of his partner's past and values. The conversation then shifted to the resurfaced clips from his wife's podcast. The host highlighted statements in which she described vivid stories from her college years involving casual hookups, partying, and explicit sexual experiences. She openly acknowledged that she benefited from what she called spousal nepotism and admitted that accusations about using him for clout had some truth behind them. The host suggested that these revelations reportedly left Akash devastated and embarrassed, though the couple remains together. Part of the discussion focused on how the information became public. According to the podcast, these clips were brought to light by individuals affiliated with the Red Pill or Manosphere community after Akash had publicly criticized their rhetoric about black women. The host noted the retaliatory nature of the leak, framing it as a tit-for-tat move intended to humiliate him after he pushed back against content he believed was disrespectful. They also pointed out the irony that the very people who exposed his wife had themselves been exposed in the past for behavior that contradicted their own public persona.
he screamed on them. He told them they was corny.
Yeah. Who did?
Akash told them
Fresh Fit.
Fresh and Fit dude.
Thank you.
That
That's
they
what I
was
was
corny.
looking. Yeah.
Corny
Okay.
for how they speak about black women.
Yeah, by that
everything.
they don't mess because they were like, I'm not down with the brown, but they was already like everybody was looking at these niggas like, you clown ass motherfuckers, you, and they both of them had got busted, sliding chicks 10 G's. Trying to like they was cool motherfuckers who had game and chicks was trying to fuck with them and they were high value man and they was both sliding dough underneath to get these chicks who didn't even like them in the first place.
So and Raj was talking to him. He was basically
Akash.
He was
dismissing him.
he was like, y'all corny.
Akash.
He said you're supposed to be giving these guys advice and you
He wasn't platforming them. Got it.
He was
Yeah.
y'all are
All right.
corny.
Cool.
Yeah.
And they said like, oh, we
And
corny.
they'll like, we'll show you how corny we are.
Right,
And,
and
then
they
made a
were like, and your
compilation
girl
it went
was
viral.
blah 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 blah.
That's gangster.
That
That's
is
gangster
gangster.
shit. That's
Well,
see
you know.
what you fucking with. Yeah, she could be
But
fucking
she was so
behind his back already.
No,
think
she
she
was
not?
she was
But-
so
but-
filthy
She was
though.
talking too
But, bro,
freely.
She was
Okay.
high.
She was-
Yeah, it was give. It was.
Almost
She
so
on no
freely that I
respect.
gotta believe he knew something.
Bro,
or he
I'm
knows.
Nah,
sure
he
he knows
didn't.
about
I'm
it.
telling
I'm
you,
not what you're saying.
I
knows
know
too
him
much.
personally. He was all about this, dog.
So you're saying he was devastated when all
Oh,
this
he's
stuff came.
fucked up.
Are they divorced? Are they? Is it?
No,
is
he's
it-
still together. I hope I can talk to him. I would love to talk to him and help him
bring
do
him
this, but
What are you gonna say?
No, I was thinking he probably knows everything. I mean,
No, I don't know.
That's what I
didn't
think.
he
he knows now because
He
he
knows
knows
now.
Probably
Well,
not.
but I'm
So,
sure,
so
like, you know.
she was on several podcasts doing this, or was
she's
just
got her own
one?
podcast.
Her own
she's
and
doing
a
her
few
own.
others.
What does she do?
How is
Nothing.
it?
Nothing. She's a that's what she
she got a
does.
big
So she
Talk
has,
about how she
so
Because
she
of her
has a
husband.
podcast and her husband. doesn't
You know
this
what the
shit?
problem is? I
Same
blame
shit.
Amazon for letting motherfuckers order microphones.
A significant portion of the conversation drew comparisons to the media reaction Ayesha Curry received when she made comments about wanting more male attention outside her marriage. The host contrasted the severity of Ayesha's remarks with the explicit comments made by Akash's wife. They argued that Ayesha was treated far more harshly for much less provocative statements, while Akash's wife has received comparatively limited scrutiny. Some of the panelists attributed this to racial dynamics, while others suggested that the primary difference is celebrity status. Steph Curry is a global figure, a superstar athlete with an impeccable public reputation, which naturally magnifies any commentary about his personal life. Akaash Singh, as a comedian with a more modest profile, simply doesn't generate the same level of media attention. The episode ultimately framed the situation as a reflection of several overlapping trends in modern online culture: the weaponization of personal information in internet conflicts, the blurred boundaries between public and private life for comedians, and the way spouse-related controversies become proxy battles for larger cultural debates. While the host gave strong opinions, they also recognized the complexity of the situation and the emotional weight such revelations can carry for anyone involved. Throughout their discussion, the panel emphasized that the incident should be a reminder of how quickly private moments can become public currency, and how important it is to contextualize these situations rather than rush toward mockery or hostility.